What's up, Ringside Collectibles and WrestlingFigures.com fans? We're back at San Diego Comic-Con 2024, and I'm here with the champ, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Swerve Strickland. Swerve, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Amazing shiny gold. I love the custom side plates.
Yes, sir.
Whose house? We know whose house it is. Everybody knows. That's what I think.
Yes,
so,
sir.
we're with Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. Are you a wrestling action figure collector at all? You had your first wrestling figure released. How did that feel?
That felt great. I wanted it so much sooner, though, because, I knew where my shift was going as far as where my look was going. And I wanted to, have the figures updated for that one. But what came out was very, very accurate, very close, very, attention to detail. And I'm a big fan of the mobility of certain joints of the figures, and I had a lot of it, and even my kids play with them. So
Really?
Yeah.
Do they fight over who gets to use it, or you got one for?
Well,
each?
they grew up now, so they're kind of all on just iPads and video games and stuff. But they still my nephew still has it up on his mantle, but when I got it to him the first time, he was always playing with it. He would fight all his other action figures with it. It was really awesome.
How does that? So that's got to feel great to see them almost like an in-hand superhero, right? To see them using you in that way, your action figure.
It does. It's heartwarming, and it's also very rewarding for me. All the years I put in, and not being able to make the birthdays and stuff like that, and be there when I could. But it's really cool to just have this figure and be like, oh man, this is the culmination of that. This championship, the figure, the video games, all these things. It's dreams come true type feeling. Hopefully it inspires them to not be afraid and gain confidence and build that up over the years to try to take risks and go after your dreams and stuff like that.
Yeah. It sounds like an excellent role model for them. So that's very exciting, man. So with respect to the wrestling figures, obviously so much detail in that first one you had. Yeah, it's a different look, but you've had all kinds of interesting, awesome gears. You got amazing entrance coats, your tights, so many different colors and designs. Are there any that you've had in mind that you feel like I absolutely need that one as an action figure, 100%?
Definitely the full gear one. I think the full gear one should be the tandem one, how we had Brody King and Darby's 2-in-1. I always feel like the Texas Death Match is probably one that should be the 2-in-1. Even Britt and Thunder Rosa had the one. I feel like that's the one that has to be made. The pair, the cinder block in there, the staple gun. There's so many significant things that happen in that match that need to be put into a figure in a dual set.
Yeah, you'd like to be in the Blood and Guts series. That's what. So that's a Ringside Collectibles exclusive, Blood and Guts, right? So it'd be very cool to have you in that. Any others that are just kind of staple career moments that you can think of?
For me, I would say probably All In, the black and white style one with the robe. And just the significance of being in All In and facing off against Sting, one of his last couple months left in AEW in his wrestling career period, being able to tag with Christian and stuff like that. And just that gear just meant so much. It felt like that was my step up to the next level. That was my opening of the door. I'm walking through it. Here I am coming out on the other side as I'm something different. I'm something more now. That was taking my chance.
Yeah, and you for sure. It seems like you haven't looked back, right?
No, I never do. I always look forward, and I keep anything that I bring from the past to the present. I make sure it's evolved to push forward. Yeah,
that's great, man. So Prince Nana, right? It's.
I'm waiting for him to get his figure too.
That's what I'm thinking. What about a 2-pack with the two of you?
I would love that. Yeah. I want the world for that man. This is his first time ever in his career getting merchandise under the Prince Nana moniker in AEW, and it was a top 3 seller as soon as it came out. Man, so for a manager to do that's very special. For where he was in his career, he wasn't really sure where he was going, and unlike Tony Khan putting the idea to put us together and become what we are today, that means something. I want him in the game. I want him in the figures. He's really synonymous with AEW now. That's an AEW pairing, and he's an AEW fixture in the company, in the history of the company as well.
Yeah, for sure. And then also the chemistry between the two of you, right? There's nothing wrong with that.
I would say he's my guardian angel. More so, he's my businessman. If he wasn't around on certain matches and certain the things that would happen, I would have met my demise a while ago. Yeah.
The old school manager like that is a little bit of a lost art. There's some really major ones, but to the way that you guys do it, there's no doubt about that. It's really important.
Yes, sir.
Very
For
cool.
sure.
Very cool. So, All In's coming up. That's going to be a big deal for you, right? So you're going to step into the ring. Bryan Danielson, one of the greatest to ever lace up boots. How does that make you feel?
Yo, shout out to the Pacific Northwest for one. 2 guys from Washington, main event and All In. That's big. You know,
At Wembley, no less.
At Wembley Stadium, you know, that's big. We're representing. We're putting on. I faced Bryan Danielson late last year, and he got the victory over me. So. But I've done some things that he was not able to do this year, and that was like help Team AEW beat the Elite and beat Will Ospreay. So I'm a different man. He's a different man. I'm on the up. He's on the kind of going out. And he's admitted that on interviews. But I think there's a new survival instinct in him now because of that. He knows it's getting close, and that's kind of where they fight the most. You know, they fight the hardest. It's the last dying breath of the last little bit of energy they have left. So I'm willing to see. I want to see what he's about to dish out for sure.
That's good. I wish you luck. It's gonna be tough, obviously. You know, but it seems like you got the right kind of strategies in mind and thought process with it. So
I'm the most dangerous man in AEW for a reason. I got that moniker not just from saying it, but actually going out there and doing it, and proving it. You know, all the most dangerous matches in AEW, I've done them and I've won them. So that's what he's stepping in the ring with at All In at Wembley Stadium.
Spoken like a true world champion. Swerve, thanks so much for talking to us, man. Anything else? One last quick question. Anything at Comic-Con that you're looking forward to seeing?
I'm always looking forward to seeing the panels, the guests, like the signings. I'm a big movie head and also in comics as well, but the adaptations to film and seeing the actors and stuff like that, people I grew up watching or becoming new fans of, I always look forward to just meeting those people. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and also looking forward to artwork. I'm a big artwork fan, not just the comics, but the artists doing the work. And I'm willing to put some money down, put some auctions in. Let's run it up, put some bids up.
All right. That sounds good to me. Swerve, thanks so much, man. Enjoy the rest of Comic-Con, and it's great to see you. Good luck at All In.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.